Hey everyone, I'm Steve McDonald, president of the Practical Social Media University, and I'm so glad that you are here and you are spending precious moments of your day learning. This is going to be a significant training session today, and we're going to go over ways that you can make your 2018 phenomenal. We're going to go over 4 all new levels of Facebook automation that help you all the way from how do I generate new leads to how do I follow up and close with them. Tools that you've never had before. Now I'm going to see here on the screen, get 20 plus leads a day and help you close 1 out of 3. And I'm going to promise this newbie friendly, you can start from scratch. So that's a big, big promise, all right? And what I want to do is I want to make sure you hold me to that promise. Okay, because everything that we're going over here today, I want you to say, is it intuitive? Is this something that I could do? Is this something that just sounds like it would work, right? Okay, let me do this. Let me just welcome some of you in here. Sandy, Britt, Faye, Melody, Smaya, I hope I didn't pronounce that wrong. Nicola, thanks everyone. I love the fact that you're coming in here. Here's what I want you to do as well. I want you to go over just to make sure that everybody can hear, because I want to make sure sometimes you got technical difficulties, right? Just go over to the chat and tell me, can you hear me? Because what I want to do, and I'll go take a look in a second here, but here's my overall promise to you, okay? I want you to not only get 20 all new leads a day coming to you, I want them to come to you automatically. And I want them to be the perfect leads for you and your business. This is all part of these 4 levels of Facebook automation in your business. New leads automatically coming to you and inside of a one-on-one conversation already. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Now, it's all newbie friendly. You can start from scratch. So no leads, no list, no problem. You don't have to have any big technical background. You don't have to have a marketing background. You have to have a big following on social media. You could start from scratch today and you can be successful. Now, I want you to stay organized and on task automatically, okay? So we're going to show you how you can do that with leads coming in, automatically captured, automatically prioritized for you, organized so that when you're in your power hour and you're trying to make the most of everything, you can do it. It's going to prioritize exactly, show you exactly what you need to be doing, who you need to be spending time on. Let me get to that in just a second, but let me just see if you can hear me, okay, before we start going on any farther. Cindy, I can hear you just fine, thank you. Rochelle, yes, can hear you. Laura, we can hear you. Lisa, sounds clear. Dawn, I can hear you. Sarah, Jill, Sherry, yes, 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 I can hear you fine. Fantastic. Okay, let's start. So what I want to do is I want to open up the secrets to this all new Facebook automation. This is going to be literally a game changer in your business. A lot of people throw that term around kind of loosely. I am not loosely throwing that term around. You could be the judge, right? I want to see if this is intuitive. You be the judge of all of this. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, see down at the bottom where it says comment. Here's the first Facebook automation that's going to be a game changer in your business. On your Facebook page, when you simply do a post, and anybody who comments on that post or boosted post from your Facebook page, you now can automatically send them a message that you create in advance into their Facebook Messenger inbox. Not only the fact that you can do that is just such a huge deal, but here's why it's like a game changer. Because we all open up Facebook messages at 85 to 90% of the time. So you're getting a message into the holy grail. I'm going to show you a little bit later how many people are on and using actively Facebook Messenger. Is going to blow your mind. But if you want to get a hold of people, you want to get into Facebook Messenger. And when they open that up and they interact with it in any way, they become what's called a subscriber of your Facebook page. It's kind of like the equivalent of being a friend on your personal profile. And then you can message with them one-on-one anytime. New subscribers, you can message one-on-one with them anytime. Also, you could message them in bulk. So you could say, hey, I want to message, I got 100 subscribers, I want to message all of them at the same time. Now, what's really cool about this is that you could send that automated message to initiate these one-on-one conversations, even if you're not online, even if you're not on Facebook. right? Because it happens automatically. So you can't be on Facebook all the time, but people are engaging with you all the time. When's the best time to start a one-on-one conversation? Yeah, when somebody has stopped in their news feeds, they're interacting with your post, they're commenting with your post. That's when you should start the conversation. And you can always carry the conversation on manually after that because you have that one-on-one capability to message back and forth with them. Okay, let me give you just an example really quickly here. This is a woman named Mary. I'm going to talk a lot more about Mary as we go on, but this is something that she sent to me over Messenger. So many leads. Look at this. This is a bottom of a boosted post she did off of her page. Not only 910 reactions, 147 shares, but 137 comments. Now, this was a boosted post, so a few days later, it was up to 183 comments. That's 183 messages that she created in advance for that particular post and sent to the Facebook inbox of those 183 commenters. Amazing, right? Bye-bye Facebook friend requests. You know, a good lead isn't a good lead unless you have one-on-one messaging capabilities, right? So you used to have to then try to send people friend requests and try to get that capability. Now this is happening because they're becoming subscribers of your Facebook page, which gives you that one-on-one messaging capability. So this is the #1 Facebook lead automation that we want you to have in your business. I got a bunch of other case studies and things coming up. I'm going to show you exactly how people are, the posts they're doing, the messages they're sending, how they're creating those one-on-one lead conversations. So bye-bye Facebook friend requests, because no longer do you need to worry about, oh, normally you had to, right? You got all these new leads and different things. They were commenting on your post and everything, but you had to go send them a friend request to get a one-on-one conversation started. And that's a good quality lead, that one-on-one conversation. Now they're a subscriber, and you can message them one-on-one anytime that you want. This is huge. This is the first level of Facebook automation that we want you to have in your business. Now, here's the deal. I've got other case studies. I want to show you specifically the posts, the replies that they're sending, and how they're putting it all together to get all this kind of a result, okay? So here's the first case study, Monica. Now, Monica, here's the first thing, marketing fundamental. Remember the marketing 101 fundamentals is to pick a target market niche, a perfect customer avatar, no matter what kind of company you're in, right? Anywhere in the world. Direct sellers are exactly the same because you have to know who you're trying to reach, who you're trying to help. Because everything you do in the business is all about you're there to help, you're there to help. Same on social media. The more you help, the more you help, the more you serve, the more then that they're going to have trust and credibility in you, right? Well, if you pick somebody who's just like you, that trust and credibility skyrockets from the very beginning. Now, Monica, she lives on a farm. She's a mom, so she's a country girl. She reaches out to what she calls the country girl sisterhood. So right away, these other country girls look at her and they say, you get my crazy life. You understand me, right? We all want to do business with people, not faceless companies or organizations, and we want to do business with people who understand us. So this is creating a never-ending new warm market of leads who have built-in trust and credibility with you from the start because they say you get it. You're just like us. Now, she got 61 all-new one-on-one lead conversations started in one weekend for 22 cents, all from a single post on Facebook. So here's that post. Play along with us and type a smell in the comments and then like my page. Name a smell that a country girl likes, but other people would think stinks. So obviously this is targeted just at people who are like her, right? This is how you get huge engagement, not posts that are out there trying to be everything to everybody. So here's the post, right? Down at the bottom, look at that, 433 comments. That is 433 one-on-one messages she automatically sent into Facebook Messenger. Now, actually, this went over 500. That's 500 messages. Look down below. The comments are WD-40, fresh hay. People are saying over here, smells are the barn, horses, fresh cut hay, cow poop, cow poop. These are obviously her country girl sisterhood. She's reaching the right people, right? And that page responded privately. That's that automatically, the message she created once in advance, based on that post, and she sent it automatically to over 500 people. Now, here's that message. One of those 500 commenters was Alberta. This is the message that Monica sent. Thanks for commenting horses and all kinds of animal poop, one hands down, on smells that we country girls love. But there are so many great ones. Should I do a favorite food or a favorite horse color next? She asks a question because when that message goes to Alberta and she opens it up 85 to 90% of the time that happens, you have to interact with it, right? So she wants her to reply. Look what Alberta replied down below. I do the horse color, although I only own brown horses, but I'm more of a cattle girl. I love my girls' cows more than any other farm animal. So Alberta just became a subscriber. Remember, kind of the Facebook page equivalent of a Facebook friend? Now, Monica can message her one-on-one anytime that she wants. Now, Monica actually, to that reply that Alberta did, Monica triggered a second message automatically. This time it went to a woman named Carrie. So after they opened up Monica's first message and replied, they get another message from Monica. I'd love for you to join our group, Country Girl Sisterhood. The group is all about support, motivation, and staying strong and healthy in order to continue to live the life we love. So it's a free group that she's putting on Facebook for her Country Girl Sisterhood, for them to take the next step in interacting with her. They're now going to be inside of a free Facebook group where Monica can take the relationship to a whole nother level. This is the offer, all right? And there's a million different offers you can make, but this is a really good one. We're very high in Facebook groups. Now, in a message back and forth on Messenger with Monica and I said, that's right, wow, 61 new subscribers. And if you take out the first $15, Monica did a series of 3 $15 boosts, okay? The first $15 boost got the 61 new subscribers in one weekend, right? That's the 22 cents. And Monica said, exactly, it's great. Now, she went on to say it was really easy to set all this up. I actually had Steve's video from Practical Social Media University running as I was setting it up. I just paused the video and did each step. So here's another case study. This is Raquel. Her target market is other moms like her. Other moms that have children that are autistic. So she did a simple post about asking them to post or comment down below about the coping skills needed to be a mom of an autistic child. She got 21 new subscribers. She spent $4.84, and she actually stopped it. She said, I paused it after an hour. So I was getting too many in, and she wanted to update the automatic message that was going, even though it was working so well. And she said, before on my page, I had crickets. She had over 1,600 likes. We'll always get crickets. But when you reach out to people who are just like you with a message, a simple message, an offer, we're going to show you other ways you can do this. But post on Facebook that are targeted specifically for the niche who's just like you, this is where engagement levels skyrocket. All right, now here's Mary. Mary was our first example. Mary is a diabetic woman. She reaches out to other diabetics. This is just a post on a Wednesday. If you could choose one food to make it completely carb or calorie-free, what food would you choose? Right? We've seen these kind of posts all over Facebook. It's a simple question asking for answers in the comments down below. And now, though, you can send that message into their Facebook Messenger inbox for every comment. Look at that, 118 comments. It actually went up over 125. People are putting chocolate, crusty Italian bread, blackberry cobbler. Now, Mary did something really important here for her target market niche, right? I'll send you a link, my diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. So she's doing a marketing fundamental one-on-one, which is giving a bonus, an offer to initiate the kind of activity or actions she wants her target market, her target leads to take. All right, so here is the message. Part of the reason why it's really easy to do, there's just a place you go, you type it in. Facebook knows everybody's first name, so you can actually personalize all those messages. The 500 Monica sent out, all personalized. Wouldn't it be nice if we could pick and choose which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to please the carb lovers in our lives while keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. And boom, they open that up, they interact with it, they're a subscriber. Mary can message them one-on-one anytime that she wants. She said, I got of the 125 total, 171 became subscribers. She spent $25 on a boosted post. That's 35 cents a lead, already in a one-on-one conversation, already people who are just like her. Now, can you carry on a conversation with people who are just like you? Would that be a little bit easier? I think so. And you don't have to spend $25 right out the bat. You can test this, boost it for $1 or $2, right? Find the posts that are working the best. And those are the ones you put a little bit bigger boost on, and you're getting incredible costs to get one-on-one leads in a conversation. So Melissa said, I created my first post, I boosted it, and also and attached the message bot. Now, what's a message bot? Also called a chat bot. That's just the technology that Facebook has now put on that your Facebook page can interact with Facebook Messenger. And does a lot of different things. But just know that as a new term. You don't have to know anything about the technology, just that we have easy ways to use it in great ways. I said, did you do all this morning? He said, yes, I did. So it's super easy. Can you do this? Does it sound easy enough to you? Go to the chat. I want your comments here, right? I just went through a whole bunch of really cool case studies, a very simple post. Go to the chat bot. Let me know, does this sound like something that you can do, right? You know, there's not been a member of the university yet where we haven't been able to find a perfect customer avatar that's just like them. And now it's easier to write posts. So many people have phobia about the content they have to create, right? To do social media. The thing is, it gets a ton easier. You know, you become an expert instantly to those people, right? Because you live the life. So you know what to say. That's the easy part. And then just putting a simple post up and attaching a chat bot to send those messages. Let me go over here and see what you're saying here, okay? Let's see. Katie, yes, absolutely. Simone, yep. Nancy, yes, I love it. Thank you, Nancy. I'm skipping around here a little bit. Trevor, yes. Jean, for sure. Brooke, yes. Pam, I know I can do this. Heather, it sounds great. Okay, well, let's keep going because this is just one way to get new one-on-one conversations started on Facebook. All right, so there's 4 more that are coming. Now, Melanie, she is a top echelon performer in her business, right? And I asked her, why did you become a member of the university? She said, well, we all need to constantly be creating new relationships all the time. And this plan caught my eye as it really shortcuts the whole get-to-know process without being salesy. How long have you been stuck in the get-to-know process, building that relationship, right? But when people come in that are just like you shortcut the whole process. That's where they bequeath to you trust and credibility from the beginning. So she went on to say, I can then have more opportunities to find more customers and grow my team and not worry about spending all that time finding new leads and building that relationship. Take all that time. Think of how much time you spend in your business right now, just finding new people to talk to, and how much time you spend building that relationship. Take all that time away. How much more time would you have to grow and build your business? Pretty amazing, right? Because what we're talking about is shortcutting the entire get-to-know lead generation process. You have to have a volume of new leads, new relationships coming in, and a much fewer amount of that, because that's why it's a funnel, will actually become a customer or a team member, right? All that time in the middle steps, we're taking out. Now, there's a plan, right, to make sure that this all comes together, all right? So here are the 3 important components of the plan. You got to have the new tools from Facebook. That's the Facebook Messenger marketing. That's automatically sending messages to people that are commenting on your Facebook page. It's a big part of it. But we also want you to have fundamentals. Marketing 101 fundamentals that no matter what kind of marketing you're doing online, you're following those principles. So we're going to go over 4 action steps to make sure you have those principles in place, all right? And then there's a new tool, a tool that I've been spending many months creating called Lead Closer. And what it does is it automatically captures all these leads from these interactions that you're having on Facebook and organizes them in phenomenal different ways. I'm going to go into that, but we automatically capture, we automatically keep track of all the ongoing interactions. We take those interactions and we score leads. So we put them as higher or lower priority. So when you're sitting down in your power hour, you know who to follow up with. All right, so that's just a few things that are going on inside of Lead Closer. I'm going to show you a few more in a minute. But this plan has 4 must-have action steps, all right? Those marketing 101 fundamentals, 4 fastest ways to start Facebook conversations, and 4 levels of Facebook automation, lead automation for you and your business. All right, so what it all comes down to is the plan brings new one-on-one conversations to you with low-cost Facebook ads. And we're going to show you how you can close 1 out of 3 of these leads. All right? So if you're ready, let's jump right into it. So the second level of automation is to automatically bring leads in, right? How many of you have taken your pens out and you're writing things down in notebooks on sticky notes or entering things onto spreadsheets, right? You're using things like Word, entering in, links to resources and notes, or you're using other third-party apps. And so you're all over the place. You might look a little bit like this, right? Where you're down to do serious work on your business and get things done, but the resources and the leads and everything's kind of all over the place. This is not being organized, right? We want you to be highly organized. So we're going to start, as the second level, right, of auto lead capture is by getting these Facebook levels of automation, getting leads automatically into lead closers. They're all in one place. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you knew the stat or not, but 85% of sales come after 7 touch points. So 50% of your success is based on getting new leads. So I started out with phenomenal ways to send one-on-one messages to new leads, right? That's just one of them. We have 4 of those ideas. Then also, what you do afterwards to follow up and close. You need a plan to have 7 different touch points. So if you're not organized right from the beginning, you're not going to have the 7 touch points. You're not going to close your fair share of new customers and team members. That's just a fact, right? So when we bring leads in, this is what a contact inside of Lead Closer looks like. Here's a woman, Jennifer. She might have, joined one of my groups. She might have commented on one of my Facebook posts. She might have shared. She might have liked a post, right, on my personal profile. But the bottom line, any of that interactivity, it brings them in automatically. So you got leads flowing into Lead Closer all the time. And then we keep track of the ongoing activity. Here's 1 day ago was my last activity with her. 2 days ago was her last activity, contact's last activity. She initiated. She liked, she shared, she commented, she joined, right? Those are all ways they're initiating interactivity with us. And then here's schedule activity. It brings up a calendar. I can say when I want to, follow up with her again. Here's that smart score where we take all of this and put it all in and how recent things happened and put it into a smart score to prioritize the lead. You can say, hey, this is a hot, warm, cold lead. And then you're going to love this down here, stages. Those 7 touch points? Well, there's different stages that a lead goes through, right? You don't just jump right to the invite into the business, but that's a stage. I've invited them into the business already. They've reached that stage. Or I just sent them pricing, right? I just invited them to my group. You create your own stages, and then you can track leads, and you can actually bring up leads that have just gone to this stage or gone to this stage. And then you can also tag your leads. So that's just tagging it with a little tag that just says, hey, I want to know all the people that I tagged this way. So as an example, maybe somebody has referred a bunch of leads to you. So I have down here Tammy referral as a tag. So now I could go and I could bring up all the referrals from Tammy. You can organize and categorize your contacts, your leads in any way. Now, to the right of this in Lead Closer is this area where all your resources are. Let me blow that up. So you open this up and there's a whole history of all the activity I initiated. There's a whole history of the contacts activity. Here's all my scripts, so I can keep all my scripts in one place. Here's all the stages. I can create stages. I can put people in stages. I can schedule them. Here's all their contact info, their wife's name, dog's name, birthday, phone number, all of that. I can send Facebook messages. I can keep track if they're in my Facebook groups. I can actually enter in the products that I most often represent. I load them into Lead Closer once, and then I just check a box. That contact bought that actual product. And then I can actually follow up with customers, say all the customers that bought this product in the last month. Or I'm going to go back and follow up with customers that bought 3 months ago. You can do those kinds of things because you can slice and dice once you get all these contacts in. And then those tags and remarks. So whenever you want, you can just put in a note and it's tracked over time in history, right? So the latest remarks, the latest notes are always kept in one place with every contact. Now, down below, there's another area here. What's that area? That's connected leads. So let's say Tammy referred 20 people to me. Well, maybe I want to connect all those leads to Tammy, right? There's a reason why, oh, there's a husband and wife that I'm talking to. I'm going to connect those two. Or a sister of the lead that I'm talking to. I'm going to connect those two. So it's always really important. It just makes you more efficient to be able to have connections between the leads and the contacts you have inside of Lead Closer. So that's automated capture, and then a lot of the things that you can do with it. There is no other tool out there that allows you to do anything close to this. We know every single one of them. We've tried them. Now, here's the third level of Facebook automation. It's called lead scoring, where we automatically take all those interactions, right, and put them into one score. That's called a SMART score that you see right here. So anytime, like we're going to recommend connections to you, and then you can also search your database in a number of different ways. You can slice and dice your connections any way possible. You can say, hey, all the people who commented on my Facebook page over the last week, show me those people. They'll come up in a list and they'll be prioritized by the SMART score, the people that are interacting with you and you're interacting with the most. In fact, we take your activity, we take their activity, we take whether or not you thought this was a hot, warm, or cold, we put it all together and how recent those things happened, and we turn it into that SMART score so that you don't waste time when you sit down in the business. Who am I going to follow up with? Hey, all those people that joined my group last week, show them all to me and rank them by SMART scores, because I'm going to start with the ones at the top. Those are the ones that are deemed more appropriate for my time and energy. Makes sense, right? So that's the third level of automation. Now, what's the fourth level of automation? For the leads that you say are the hot leads, we're going to send you a notification when they're interacting with you online. You can't be online all day, right? But if they're your hot leads, you want to know as soon as possible when they're commenting, liking, sharing, joining groups, those kinds of things, right? So we're going to send you a Facebook notification so you get it right on your phone. Wow, lots and lots of automation to make you so efficient in getting leads, and we've barely scratched the surface on talking about how you're going to do that, and then handling those leads. So here's my promise. All of this is easy to do, but you can only access it right here, right? Because Lead Closer is our own tool that we made specifically for the direct sales industry after working with over 8,500 direct sellers over the last 10 years. We asked what were the number 1, 2, 3, 4 problems that you're having in the business and how we can help solve them for you. That's Lead Closer. So that's a big part of this plan, right? The new tools on Facebook, the fundamentals in marketing, and Lead Closer is the plan that's going to bring the 4 levels of automation in the right way to you and your business. Now, part of that plan is Lead Closer, right? So go to leadcloser.com, KLOZER.com, and click to get on the list to get your free trial. We're going to only open this up to 200 different people at the start. Okay, now all of this, it starts with creating leads, right? If you don't have leads coming in, then you're going to have a problem, okay? So let me explain a little bit more about Facebook Messenger and what's going on in there, right? Because we just think about it as the inbox, outbox. But here's Mark Zuckerberg, and he's at his latest developer conference. His 10-year roadmap has Messenger right in the middle of it. We want Messenger right in the middle of your lead generation campaigns, and here's why. Do you know there's 1.2 billion active monthly users on Facebook Messenger? This is where the conversation's going on. Did you know the top 4 messaging apps and their total monthly active users actually outsurpassed the monthly active users of all the top social networks combined? Pretty amazing. You need Messenger to be a part of your strategy. That's what Mary's done. That's what Mark has done. Now, we know Mary is a diabetic woman. Mark is a police officer, reaches out to other police officers. In fact, Mark is a full-time police officer. He works his business 2 hours a day on average. He makes over $50,000 a year at it. Now, Mary gets over 300 leads a month. Mark gets over 250 leads a month. Here's the first of those Marketing 101 fundamental must-have action steps you can put into your business immediately. We've been talking a lot about it. You need focus. You need to pick a perfect target market, a customer avatar for your niche or for your business. And this isn't just us saying this. Inc., how to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. Entrepreneur, why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with their customers. That's what you need. You can't do that if you're trying to be everything to everyone. Now go to Google and put in target market. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. That's why we have it as a must-have action step for you. Now, this is a woman, Amanda, in our university. She's a music teacher, reaches out to other music teachers. Shauna messaged her and said, I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. Now, Amanda wrote to me and she said, before I did target marketing, said it was this long, arduous process and I felt gross and salesy and like I was scraping to get by. Now I have customers coming to me every month, new recruits joining my team, a community of super like-minded ladies who get me. This is what we want for you and your downline growth strategy. Now, this was from last year, and it was one of the many national conferences that was going on. They put this big poster, lit poster, said, define who you are and who you want to serve. This is fundamental. This is important to get success in your business. Now, when you pick a customer, right, that's just like you might think this is kind of limiting. Mark, when he first said, he goes, I mean, my entire business is going to be reaching out to police officers? You got to be kidding me, right? The thing is, when you reach out to a target market group that's just like you, online, they're hundreds and hundreds of thousands strong. So what we're talking about is recreating a never-ending warm market coming to you from your online activity. We're going to boost posts out to them and get in front of tens of thousands of the perfect people for your business at a time. That's creating a funnel into your business. So that's how Mary gets 300 and Mark gets 250 leads a month coming in. Now, the second must-have action step is scale. You got to stop doing things, so many things one-on-one to one-to-many. Start boosting posts and ads and things like that. Gets you one-to-many, tens of thousands at a time. Even things that you typically do one-on-one, like prospecting, you can now pinpoint them so much easier. You know exactly who you're trying to find on the top social networks. And the amount of time you have to spend till you get somebody interacting with you gets cut significantly because people are going to engage with you because you're just like them, right? Shannon, she said, can I just say what a crazy abundance of possibilities and endless people there are to connect with through the different social media platforms. If anyone dares say they don't have anyone to talk to, well, you just might want to find a different excuse for why you're not succeeding. Just have your blog and your profiles set up so that people know what you're about. I'm going to come back to blogging and profiles. There must have action steps, but we're not talking about becoming a big blogger and spending a bunch of time doing that. Not at all. You've got to have a website, which is a blog, representing you and your business. I'm going to come back to that. But here's the third of four of the fastest ways to start Facebook conversations. It's to do a boosted post for a very specific offer, okay? Now, Mary, she's the diabetic woman. She does every month a 7-day free Facebook group, all right? And the whole goal of this group is simply to build the relationship out, right? Think about your warm market, right? They didn't have anything to do with the products and services that you offer from corporate, right? They just had a relationship with you. What we're doing is we're getting this never-ending stream of new leads in that have trust and credibility built in with you from the start because you're just like them. And then you get them into a free group where you're adding value and you're doing it on scale because it's one-to-many. And inside of that group, you're seeing who's interacting more, who's helping and supporting. Those are your higher priority leads. All that information is captured in Lead Closer. And at the same time, you're identifying the ones that are going to be really good customers and good team members of yours, right? So there's a lot that you do with free Facebook groups. Now, you can do groups around parties, fashion tips, beauty tips, clean eating, meal planning, exercising, budgeting, even niche focus. We had a teacher that was in the university for her free Facebook group. She helped other teachers stay hydrated. They don't have time during the day. It's amazing. It's a well-known fact. They don't drink a lot of water because they don't have a lot of time to go to the bathroom. She got 350 people into that free Facebook group the very first month that she did it. So here's another free group example. Elizabeth, running my biggest clean eating group ever, so lots of conversations and follow-ups to do. Yes, I had a total of 63 people join the group. Yes, it all came from that post. I got 17 shares on that post. I spent $18 boosting that post over 5 days. So this is an easy thing to do. We're literally talking about creating a Facebook post that offers something for free that you help, and you put it together for your target market niche. You do that, boost this out, you're going to have success. So tell me, go to the chat box. Can you do the things we're talking about? Free groups, define for your group. You know how to help them. You're a part of that group, right? Doing these posts where you put it up with a simple question that gets simple answers in the comments. You send messages to them. Can you do this? And I have to tell you, these are some of the easiest things because I work with direct sellers every single day, right? We've worked with over 8,500. I know that you can do this, right? So do me a favor. Go into the chat box. Let me know what you're thinking about here, okay? And I'm going to go over and it's going to take a look. Let's see. Michelle, that's amazing. I know. Like, these are all opportunities that are waiting for you. Moxie, I will do it. Yes, I can, said Kelly. Lisa, great idea. Molly, absolutely. Susanna, this sounds awesome. I had no idea. Tammy, yes, I can. Tanya, I can do it. All right, guys, let's keep going because we've got a lot more to cover here. Oops, skipped a slide. So let me give you another example here of how low cost things can be, but an example of how when you reach out to people who are like you, engagement levels skyrocket across the board. So this is a woman, Sammy. She's a direct seller, and she's a woman that suffers from PCOS. She reaches out to other women who suffer from PCOS. Now, she spent $27.95, got 96 people in a day and a half into her free group. So I went over and I said, you know, this is back and forth with her and I on Messenger. Has the engagement been in this group? How's it been versus other groups? She said, it was like night and day. It's almost funny. I'm more excited about it. I definitely lost my passion with a lot of groups that flopped before, but everyone is so supportive of one another because everyone gets what everyone else is going through. Whether it's inside of groups, whether it's on your page, your personal profile, whether it's, you know, in boosted posts that you put out, you know, engagement levels go up significantly when you're talking as an insider to others, your new leads. So go back to the chat. Tell me, with all of this, how many leads do you want this next week? 50, 65, 75, 100 more? Right? Remember that everything that we're telling you here has been proven by thousands of other direct sellers before you. And it's using all the latest tools that are available to you. So it's unlimited. That's why we started out. The very first screen was how to create 20 plus new leads a day. That is an attainable goal. So tell me, what is it? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see. Put your numbers in there, okay? Minal, is that how you pronounce it? 100. Lauren, 75. Fantastic. Wow. Courtney, Susanna, Christine, 100 each. I love the enthusiasm. Yasmin, 200. Oh, this is great. Let me see. I'd be happy with 50. Kylie, if you could get 50 new leads a week coming into your business, all new leads that were just like you, how much of a difference would that make? Molly, 50. Sophia, 100. Kara, I want to get a Facebook group going and get 100 followers in a week. Let's do it. You can do it. I've seen it happen so many times before. B, 300. Wow. Tyria, is that how you pronounce it? I'm with Yasmin at 200. You've got to reach for the stars. Fantastic, everybody. Let me keep going here because there's more that you can do to get new leads coming into your business. So I'm going to stay with Mary. I'm going to show you what Mary does at a lot of different stages to show how there's all kinds of different ideas that you can do to get leads coming in and starting these one-on-one conversations. So this is a bottom of a boosted post for a different kind of offer. Okay, this is an offer to get into a Facebook group, but you've got to buy a product pack or bundle in order to get in there. So what Mary's done is she said, you know what, when I've been selling product and packs and bundles for years, and I was always helping people with them, right? So now I just put together a Facebook group, and I put all that help into a group. So she's adding value over the products themselves, okay? Because she's helping people use them and getting them inside of the group. And that's the hook. Hey, buy this and we're going to jump. We're going to do this 21 30-day challenge. She calls it a challenge, right? It could be a beauty challenge, a fitness challenge, a fashion challenge, you know, anything that you want, a time-saving challenge, budgeting challenge, new business challenge. But you see here at the bottom, she's, you know, click here. Remember, she's the diabetic woman. Click here to join my group or comment below interested. Now let me blow this up. Look at all these interests down here. Remember, every time somebody comments, there's 79 comments. Mary's sending automatically a message to their Facebook Messenger inbox, right? So what happened here is that happens automatically. But as a result, Mary got over 92 new leads in a one-on-one conversation about a Facebook group where they knew they had to buy product to get in there. You don't have to do all of these strategies. I just want to show you how many great ideas there are, and you can do from any one of your businesses, okay? Now, remember, Mary gets 250 into her free groups every month, and this is how she gets over 300 leads every single month. She's doing free groups, she's doing paid groups, challenge groups, she's doing those posts that are just, a question where people answer it down below. Mary's doing a lot of great stuff. You can too. And all of this is in the university right now, this Facebook Messenger training. It's waiting for you. So let me go through though. There's 2 more of these must-have one-on-one fundamental action steps, because you can do all this right? Get all these leads coming into your business like Mary and Mark. But if the message that you're putting out there isn't right, then nothing's going to work. Right? And I want you to use a concept called, and I know you've heard about this, emotional selling. We're all emotional creatures. Look at this. This is the Harvard Business Review. The new science of customer emotions. They say that businesses that fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors, they fail at this. Okay? So what are your most profitable behaviors? Well, becoming a customer or a team member, right? So if you know those people, they're just like you. You know the emotional unmet needs that you can help them out with. That's going to provide so much value. That is going to help them become a customer, right? So Mary, her diabetic audience, she knew with her product bundle how she helped diabetics, right? So she knew how to reach out to their unmet emotional needs. I'm going to show you what she did actually here in just a second. Just to give a little bit more proof here, Nielsen, they're the TV ratings people, also a worldwide respected research company. We're ruled by our emotions, and so are the ads we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions too. We have to bring emotions into the equation. You remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? At some point, you were probably exposed to it in school. Every basic human need is on this pyramid. All are based in emotion, except for the bottom one, physiological needs, is food, shelter, water. But safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Your brand fits on here. You're solving the unmet emotional needs that people are looking for every single day that are going to help them become customers and team members on your business. Now, let me give you an example. I asked Mary, really, remember, a diabetic woman reaching out to other diabetic women. And I said, what's the biggest unmet emotional need that is the trigger to get them into your business? And she said, well, even our own families don't understand. I said, well, what do you mean? She says, well, I'm diabetic, my husband is, my kids aren't. Everything I do in my life, I look through the filter of being a diabetic woman. What do I look like? What do I wear? What kind of food I'm preparing that'll be good for me, but my family will like too. She goes, it's pervasive in my life. They can't understand that unless they've actually lived it. So I show you the bottom of her paid group ad, her challenge group ad, right? She got to 92 new one-on-one conversations leads around that. This is the top of that same boosted post. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families, and working every day. The people closest to us often don't understand what we go through to manage our numbers in A1Cs. The people closest to us don't understand. She is proving, remember what Melanie said, this system, you get new leads without being salesy? She's proving that she just gets it, that she's an insider. That's how through a single Facebook post, you can build trust and credibility with an audience that was cold you had never met before. You see how powerful this is? Now, another area, I talked about blogs before. Shannon mentioned it in her prospecting quote there, but it's the 4th must-have action step. There is not a business on this planet that doesn't need a 24/7 online presence, especially if you're doing social media marketing. Your corporate site is only customizable, right? Probably your name, some contact information, and it's very product focused, which the first introduction to people isn't product, right? The first introduction is how am I going to help you, right? And that I serve you, your particular niche. So you need a site, a home base online, where you refer every lead that is focused on them. and they see and bequeath and then even more trust and credibility with you. So this is so important that I worked with top performers in a number of different direct sell organizations to create a blog service just for you. And it comes from scratch. You just go to GoDaddy, you get a domain, right? Like mine's practicalsocialmedia.com or leadcloser.com. You register that, you point it to us, and then boom, a site with 25 pages on it already comes up. And here's why this is so important. Those top leaders said, I know my teams need this, right? But they go out and they hire a very expensive developer. It costs way too much money. They don't like what they get, and they don't even have access to make the changes that they want. Or they go the very low cost route. They get a site, they got a bunch of white blank screens staring at them, right? We've solved both problems here, okay? Let me show you what Mary did. She uses our blog service. This is the top of Mary's page. She uploaded the pictures, she made the buttons a certain color, wrote on them, said where to link it. Everything on here is super, super easy. You upload a picture, click on a color wheel, hit save. There's no technical requirements. She's putting recipes. She's putting testimonials. She's putting her latest blog posts up there. And she said, I don't blog all the time. She goes, I blog maybe once a week, and I spend about 25 minutes putting it together because I know what to say to my niche, right? But it's a resource center for them, okay? And here's one of the biggest things that sucks your time that I want you to have as a part of your blog. You could probably count on your hand the top, especially if you're going after a particular niche, the top objections or roadblocks to becoming a customer or team member of your business. Answer those questions really well. Don't answer them in depth over and over again, one-on-one. Remember, less one-on-one, one-to-many. Answer it for everybody at once. Put it up in a video or a blog post, and then refer people there. It will be the best resource center that you have ever had. And there's ways to remarket even and get lower cost ads for people that go to your blog. So we put 25 pages of content up there. We have a team area, password protected team area. We answer all of your questions. There's not a question you will have about this. We have a whole training site that shows you even like how I get my logo up in the corner. Here, step 1, step 2, boom, you've done it. It's super, super simple, all right? So let me do this. Let me wrap this up because this plan, right? 4 must-have action steps. Those are those marketing fundamentals. 4 fastest ways to start the Facebook conversations. I've gone over 3 so far. 4 levels of Facebook lead automation for your business. Now, the areas I've gone over a lot, right? We've gone through a lot of case studies, a lot of success stories, showing you exactly what they've done. But there's one thing that I want to know from you. Go over to the chat. None of this is theory, right? Tell me, does this plan just make sense? Just put a small chat message in there and let me know. Because everything that we've gone over so far, at the beginning, remember I said, is it intuitive? Is it easy to do, right? Can you do this? Everything, all those questions, you should have answered yes, right? And you should know that those 8,500 other direct sellers that we've worked with for years have, what I like to say, this is all streetwise and proven, right? It's been put to the online streets. And people give us their feedback. Members of the university give us their feedback all the time. And we make refinements. There's no better time for you to be here right now hearing all of this because all the latest and greatest and all the feedback has been aggregated. You can absolutely grow your business from the confines of your own home on your own time. All right? Never leaving. You don't even have to leave your home, right? Tons and tons of our university members grow their business without ever doing anything face-to-face with everyone. Absolutely phenomenal. So let me do this. Let me come back on the screen and let me go over to the chat here and see what you guys are saying. Mary, the different Mary that we've been talking about. Great info. Fantastic. Rebecca, complete sense. Mike, yes, I'm excited to use the lead closing tool too. Mike, you're going to love it. There's just nothing else like it out there. Allison, it's opened up ideas. Fantastic. I hope so. Yasmin, keep going. I will. I love the enthusiasm. Let's see. Joe, me too. Keeping track of leads and what they say and do is so hard. Absolutely. But we're making that easy inside Lead Closer. Kara, great webinar. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's keep going, guys. What I want to do here is I want to get to the last of the 4 ways that you attract leads to you to create these one-on-one Facebook conversations. So, but before I get there, I just want to show you a little bit about if you want to work with us and get faster, longer lasting results, what does it look like to be a member of our university? Well, we've got 25 fast track steps. We take everything, put it into bite-sized chunks, and they're online, it's available, you do it on your own time, but we help you answer any of your questions whenever you're ready. But today, I'm going to give you 6 bonuses if you become a member of the university. The first one is around the profiles. Remember Shannon talked about that? The secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile. We're going to give you a swipe and use, a copy and use file that you customize to create the best performing profiles on all across social media and about pages on your blog that you've ever had. Now, I showed you the top and bottom of the ad that Mary did, that she boosted out. Right? There is actually a 7-part ad template that you just customize for your audience and your offers. And we've been using it for years so successfully in the university. You don't have to worry about the message, right? We've got it all laid out, the structure, and we'll help you. We'll look at it and help you as well. Now, we also want to help you. Remember, 50% of the equation is closing. 85% of sales come after 7 touch points. Well, Amanda came up, she was that music teacher, with a great 6-stage closing process. And each stage has scripts. And actually the second stage has interview questions. And she asks her leads these questions, they close themselves. She closes 1 out of 3 new leads, of just the ones that want the product, right? Let alone leads in general. So we're going to help you significantly here, a major bonus that you're going to get as a member of the university. Now, obviously, Facebook, hugely important, right? That's where all the conversations are happening. So we did a boot camp, 5 webinars, advanced targeting strategies, Facebook Live secrets, more messenger marketing strategies, increasing your Facebook ad performance, and then Facebook group strategies, customer groups, free groups, parties, all those things, right? You need to have the best info. That's a part of this bonus. Now, here's what Angel and Pamela said about the boot camps, and they paid $200. The boot camps are amazing. Thank you, Steve, for all that you do to help us. The boot camp webinars are worth far more than I paid. You're going to get it as a free bonus today. Now, we also have a private Facebook group full of other direct sellers just like you. And we're in there, I'm in there every day, my team's in there every day, people are asking questions, we're answering. You're seeing us help troubleshoot issues they have. You're seeing when things are going well and what they did. It's an invaluable tool. But the best all here is I personally, as the president of the Practical Social Media University, I'm going to look at your work. I'm going to look at your lead campaigns, and I'm going to make specific recommendations individually on what you're doing. You could pay thousands of dollars on other programs that don't have any kind of support, let alone support directly from me as the president of the university. I promise that directly to you. That I want to make sure that I underscore the importance of this, because I want to make sure that no matter what, you're not alone. You've got a partner that's actually looking, and we've worked with 8,500 direct sellers implementing these strategies, right? So we know what mistakes that you're going to commonly make, and we're going to help you get over them quickly. I'm going to personally do it with you. Plus, if you take advantage of a university membership today, then I'm going to give you a fast action bonus, how to discover the perfect customer, a step-by-step avatar guide. This is the starting point, the marketing fundamental, right? The foundation is knowing who your perfect customer is. Now, there's 2 wildly successful choices that you can choose to get involved in the university. The first one is the Kickstart Pack, and then the second is the Crush It Pack. In the Kickstart Pack, you get 1 free month of the university, and it's $26.99 a month thereafter. You get access into that private Facebook group. Ask all your questions, get all the interactions, see what everybody else is doing. And we're going to give you the Social Media Prospecting Made Easy series, where we show you how to pinpoint your leads on the top social networks. Everything here is a value of over $1,100. You get it for $47. So please go into the chat box again. I want to know your thoughts here, right? Tell me, is this something you can do? Is this affordable, right? We wanted to make sure that access to everything that we've been talking about and so much more that I couldn't fit into one presentation here, right? This is total access to our university and our private group. Total access. Every single question you have will get answered. You have 100% our support with the Kickstart Pack. Everything we offer, right? So $47. Let me know. I'm going to go over here and take a look now at the chat box, all right? Uh, Georgia, I can't tell you how much I spent on other trainings, and they didn't have anything like this from Steve. Thank you for recognizing that, Georgia. I appreciate that. Aikya, is that how you pronounce it? I apologize if I didn't pronounce it right. That's worth it right there. Thank you. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Ileana, me too. Faye, I would say so. It's affordable, absolutely. Norma, this I can do. Tracy, sounds like this is exactly what I need. So let me do this. Let me go on and explain what comes in the Crush It pack. Everything you get in the Kickstart pack, plus what's in blue here. So you get also a free month of the blogging service, $22.49 a month thereafter. You can cancel at any time. You get that free never-ending leads boot camp. You get my personal support. I will look at your work, everything that you're doing that you want me to review, and I will give you my recommendations. You get the 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions, how you close 1 out of every 3 leads. You get that 7-part Facebook ad template. You get the swipe and use perfect profile, $4,100 in value for $147. So please go back in again to the chat. I want to know what you're thinking about the Crush It pack here, right? We threw everything in the kitchen sink. We added in all those bonuses. We added in the blogging service, working directly with me, the boot camp, the closing scripts, the ad template, everything that you need. In fact, the vast majority of the case studies that we just went over here, they got the Crush It pack and they got all these bonuses along with it, right? They wanted to crush it this year, right? So I hope you're getting excited. Let me go over here. Let me see what you're saying, okay? So let's see. Becky, I'm going to crush it. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Becky. Seth, so much here. Colleen, I can do this. Sandra, I'm in. Yasmin, is this a one-time payment? Absolutely. One time 147, but then with the Crush It pack, you have an ongoing monthly fee for the university of $26.99 a month, and for the blogging service, $22.49 a month. But you decide every month whether you want to stay with it or not. You're not locked into anything, right? Alejandro, huge value. Chrissy, I'm in. Jean, what's the catch? Jean, there is no catch. In fact, in a slide or two, I'm going to show you, then we're going to get right back into that fourth way to start Facebook conversations. But I give a money-back guarantee, right? We've been doing this for years. We've been a trusted partner in the direct sales industry for over 10 years. So there is no catch, right? And everything here has been proven before. Let's see, Brooke, I'm in too. Fantastic, Brooke. Aika, is that how you pronounce it again? Sold, fantastic. Sebastian, how much is the monthly cost again? The $26.99 and the $22.49. If you choose to go forward, right? Because you get it for free with the Crush It pack for the first month. Pam, nothing to lose. I'm doing this now. Thanks, Steve. Well, thank you guys for coming here, right? So here's how you get involved. Either of those packs, go to the URL on the screen. It explains all the stuff that you get into them again, right? But remember I mentioned this money back risk-free guarantee? If you get into the university and you give it an honest try, right? You get into the group, you're asking questions, you've got into fast track step 1 or 2, you've done some of the work, you've shared it, but you're like, you know what, Steve? After looking at all of this just isn't what I thought it was. Within 7 days, I will give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked, all right? Now, remember this. This is what Dom said. When you have to stop your ad because you have so many new conversations going on, you have trouble keeping track of them. It's a good problem to have. So here's what I want to make sure you know, right? All those leads coming in, that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. All right. So I promised the fourth of 4 are the fastest ways to start Facebook conversations. And it's all about fans, Facebook page fans, and prospecting with those fans. Now, this is a strategy that others in the industry have been using so successfully, teams of tens of thousands, that this is their #1 way that they attract new leads from a cold market, people they've never met before, to them. Are you ready? This is what Erica says about it. I have officially 1,002 likes on my biz page, and I have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. So I don't want you held back by anything, all right? Here's what you do. We show you in the university how to get new likes, new fans at under 30 cents each. Okay, 30 cents each. And we show you how to test. So you're spending just $1 or $2 a day to figure it out. And you can spend $1 or $2 a day going on, right? You're getting fans at 30 cents each. When you get those new fans in to the tune of about 10 a day, you send a Facebook friend request to them, right? And because you handpick them, because they just liked your page and you sent them a friend request, you're going to get a lot more accepting that. As soon as they accept it, you've got one-on-one communication with them, right? They're friends of yours. You also can go to your personal profile and create a list of these friends, right? And then you can filter your whole newsfeed by just them. Remember those 7 touch points you've got to get to close 85% of sales? A perfect way to get more touch points is to interact with them based on what they're posting online. You've now just filtered the whole newsfeed to just these leads. So it's easy to keep up and keep track of them. All right, so these are just phenomenal ways. And remember, every single one of these is how you have leads coming to you and inside of one-on-one conversations, all right? And then they're inside of Lead Closer, and you've got all the organization and automation inside there as well. So, wow, we've gone through a lot. It's time for some Q&A here, all right? Let me just say this right at the beginning. Go start putting over into the chat your questions, right? And I'm going to go start going through a whole bunch of questions here. If for some reason I don't get to your question, because there's a lot that's going to be going here, and we don't want to be on all day, but just send an email to customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. That's customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. And I guarantee every single one of your questions will get answered. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions over here that I see flowing into chat, all right? So let's do that. Starting out right away, Elizabeth, can I do 2 niches at the same time? So let me answer that really quickly and very succinctly. No. I don't want you trying it, right? Going after 2 niches, you actually have to have 2 separate campaigns, 2 separate Facebook pages, 2 separate blogs, 2 separate messages, unmet emotional needs, right? You can't cater to 2 separate groups at the same time on the same page, in the same blog, same posts, right? It just doesn't work that way. So prove that you can do this. Pick the highest priority customer avatar, perfect niche for you, and go after it. Down the road, you're having lots of success, and you've got an assistant or 2 on board, start up a second one. But please start with just one. I love the enthusiasm. I totally love the enthusiasm, but just pick one, okay? Let's see, Maureen. Can I use my current Facebook page with over 1,200 fans on it now? So the vast majority of the time, I say no. And here's why. Because I ask people, how many of those people are in your, fans are engaging with you? And they say, well, not that many. I'm like, okay, well, then those 1,200 fans aren't really doing a lot for you. And people say, well, but it makes me look really popular, right? And I tell them, I said, well, look, when you're boosting your posts and doing like campaigns and things like that, getting into your target market niches, newsfeed, nobody clicks through. Nowhere does it say on the newsfeed there how many likes are on your page. Nobody clicks through and says, oh, guess what? They don't have that many likes. I'm now going to come back and decide not to pay attention to that story in my newsfeed. It doesn't work that way. You can be successful. And with all the ideas we're talking about here, I guarantee you're going to get fans again. But I want you to have a page that is focused on, from the name of the page, the cover photo, the posts that are on there, it is perfectly clear that you are in service of serving them, all right? So what I would say is put that page on hold. Don't delete it. Start a new page, right? And you're going to have so much success, you're never going to look back. But good, really good question. Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack again? So I'm seeing questions about pricing in here and different things. Go to the URL on the screen there, and it lists everything in the Crush It pack, and with the prices, which are up on the screen here as well. And if you have any questions, beyond that, go ahead and post in here again, and I'll try to get to that. Brittany, is this a one-time fee or is there a monthly fee? I talked about that a little bit earlier. There's a monthly fee for the university, $26.99 a month. And for the blogging service, which is $22.49 a month. But you can cancel. All these things are cancelable at any time. And the trial on Lead Closer is free. Let's see, Simone. For Lead Closer, can you explain how leads basically get in on an automated basis? Absolutely. So we use what's called Facebook's API. It's just a feed of data that anybody can kind of, dig into, right? And so our developers, we've created it. We use the Facebook API to get information, right? And bring it into Lead Closer. So when people are commenting on your page's post, in your Facebook group, they're joining your group, they're liking posts, they're sharing posts, like all that we bring in as new contacts or leads for you, right? So we're just using what Facebook has given to developers, right, to bring that in and so that you have it all in one place automatically. You're not having to write it down on sticky notes and notebooks and put it on spreadsheets and things like that, like I said before. So hopefully that answered your question there. Maureen, so all the comments and shares and things from my Facebook groups and pages will automatically, you'll basically come on in to Lead Closer. Yeah, in the exact same way that I just explained it there. So, even your personal profile, you put up a post over there and comments and things like that comes in, right? So it's really important. It's hard to keep track of all of that, right? You can't put all of that down onto a notebook or a spreadsheet. You just can't. You can't possibly keep track of all of that, right? But Lead Closer can, because we do it for you automated, right? So you go into the contacts and those smart scores, prioritize them based on who's having the most interactivity with you and how recent that activity is. And then we throw in whether you've deemed them for other reasons to be a hot lead or warm, cold, right? All of that is factored in automatically for you. Let's see here. Yasmin, can we put other leads into the lead closing tool as well? Yeah, absolutely. So you have a phone call with somebody, you met somebody at a show, you can put in leads manually, no doubt about it, right? But we want to make sure all those automated leads are coming in too. Michael, is all this done on a Facebook page? So I don't know exactly what all this is, but like all the lead generation ideas we went over, yeah, to boost posts out, do like campaigns, you've got to do it on your Facebook page because Facebook wants personal profiles for personal information. And then when people on their social media network are interacting with a business, they want to know. So that's a business page. So they only allow boosted posts, ads, things like that from a Facebook page. You cannot do it off of a personal profile. All right. But, all those things from Lead Closer, all those, comments and shares and likes on your posts and everything, that can be from your wall, that can be from your groups, that can be from your pages. So hopefully I covered the question you had there well. Vicky, which pack do we need to get to learn how to set up the Facebook message autoresponder? Either of the packs. Either packs get you into the university and the training is right there. So good question though. Billy, what if I have a blog already? Fantastic. I mean, we recommend you have a blog. You've got a blog that's up and running and working for you, by all means. We'll actually just back that portion out of the Crush It pack that has the blog service in it. No problem. We just want to make sure that you have a blog. All right, so good question, because there might be others out there that actually have blogs. Alexa, I'm confused on the whole chatbot thing. Sorry. Don't worry. We've put a lot of new concepts out in front of you here. So here's the deal. The chatbot is literally just the technology that allows automated things to happen. Like when somebody comments on your Facebook page's post, you can send them that message into their Facebook Messenger inbox. So the chatbot just represents the new technology. And all we need to know is what are the highest priority ways, which we've gone over in this presentation here, that we use it easily on our business. So there's nothing mystifying about it, and it's easy peasy to use, all right? Let's see, Beth. How often can we ask questions once we join? Unlimited, right? Ask as many questions as you want. We have people that are asking questions every single day. We're here to help you, right? If you need help, we want to be your partner. You got more questions, we're going to answer. We've never, actually ever, in the history of the university, not answered a question. All right, so unlimited questions, Beth. Good question on your own. Let's see, Seth. I'm totally getting this. But what's the price after the payment? So it's just that I mentioned it before, the $26.99 a month for the university, cancelable at any time, $22.49 a month for the blog. Let's see, Yasmin, do we get all the bonuses right away? Yeah, absolutely. When you sign up, as soon as you sign up, you'll get sent an automated email that has a link to the bonuses. So I know you want to get in there and dig in right away. So absolutely, it's basically within a few minutes after you sign up, you get that automated email. Seth, okay, cool, fair enough. I thought that was what it was. Renee, will you really work with us directly? Yes, I really will work with you directly. And you can ask any member in the university. You got that 7-day trial. Get in there. Start asking me questions. I want you to ask me questions. I'm making the offer because I want you to take me up on it. Right? So absolutely, I will work with, I will look at the individual elements of your campaign. I know, having worked with 8,500 direct sellers before in doing this, guess what? I know where you make mistakes all the time. So I'm going to help you avoid those mistakes and get, that what I said before, faster, longer lasting results. All right. So please use me as a resource. Moxie, are you sure anyone can do this? Yes. Most people come in here with all kinds of insecurities. Like I'm not a big technical person, right? I'm not big in social media. Like the people I see in my upline, those big success stories I'm always seeing. People that come in here lots of times are people that are ready to quit the business, right? They haven't been successful, right? And within 30 days, they're getting success up and running, and a lot of times less. I say 30 days because sometimes it takes people a week or two just to kind of work through who's the perfect niche for them, find it. We help you validate that niche online and things like that. But yeah, absolutely, you can do this. Okay. Stefan, yes, thank you. I'll be asking lots of questions. Please do, please do. Katrina, let's see. This is what I really need. I hope so. That's what we're working hard for here. Judy, how quickly do answers come? So we guarantee that you get an answer to your individual questions within 24 hours. But it happens way earlier than that lots of times. Posting into the group, it happens a lot earlier than that because I got people covering all kinds of time throughout the day. So, within 24 hours, assured, but a lot quicker than that most of the time. Yasmin, you've been so involved here. I love this. I already signed up, and I'm going straight into the fast track steps and super excited about Lead Closer tool too. Wow. Well, thank you. And you're getting all those bonuses in just a moment here. And start asking me questions, right? Send me a question tonight. There's a challenge for you, right? Ask me any question, because I know you have questions, if nothing else, probably about your target market niche. So let me just do this. There's a lot of questions in here, and please, if I didn't get to your question or I didn't answer it fully, send in an email to customerservice@practicalsocialmedia.com, and we'll answer every single question. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for spending the time here, right? There are so many choices out there. There's so many people telling you, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, which is why we put an end-to-end plan together. How you get new leads from a cold market coming to you inside of one-on-one conversations, how you automatically then have those inside of a tool that you can use that then over the history of the relationship with that lead takes all that interaction and saves it for you, scores it, puts them in priority, lets you search. If you want to search inside of Lead Closer for just the people that posted, the people who posted on my Facebook page in the last week, you can search for that. New members of my group in the last 2 weeks, you can search for that, right? You can search by time, you can search by category, all kinds of things. When you sit down to work on your business, we want to make sure you have everything there. Scripts, resources, tools, everything that you need. So we put a lot of time and effort because I asked people, we sent surveys out and said, what are the top issues you have with getting leads and closing leads? And that's what came into the new training that we're doing. And that was the genesis of Lead Closer. All right. So thank you. Thank you so much for spending your time here. We hope we have a chance to prove ourselves to you and work with you, and me personally with you inside of the university. Have a great day, everybody.